Hello and welcome to another Looney Tunes review video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to follow my journey to review all 1000 classic Looney Tunes shorts and give this video a like as well. So this is a review for The Eager Beaver, released in 1946. It's the 477th in the series and it's directed by Chuck Jones. Joining me for this one is my good friend Austin Kelly. Say hi.
Hi, like, of the ice thing, I mean, I usually say I'm glad to be here, but, like, I'm not particularly glad to be here for reasons that if you've seen this cartoon, you know why.
Currently, you can find this new restoration on MeTV, and I can't share this restoration, so please don't ask. Now, in case you haven't seen this one, it's pretty straightforward. We've got a bunch of gags involving beavers building a dam, where we meet our, I suppose, hero of the short, the Eager Beaver, who wants to help out, but he always gets into all sorts of trouble, and that's pretty much it. So what you're about to see is a remix of the original audio commentary I did before I had to take it down due to a request by Warner Brothers Legal, but hey, grab some popcorn and enjoy. And here's our main character of this short, which is the Eager Beaver, who doesn't talk, and, you know, it clearly showcases Chuck's loves for the whole pantomime character, as we see Charlie Dog here for some reason, who hasn't really been used yet. So I'm looking forward to actually doing those. I actually quite like Charlie Dog, but, you know, Chuck had a love for the silent comedians, you know, Charlie Chaplin and whatnot, and clearly that's what he wanted to do here with this character. What do you think of some of the gags in this short? I think, you know, I think some of them work and some of them are just meh. I mean, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like some of them are too forced, and I think the cartoon's too talky. I mean, you know, I don't hate it. I think it's a pretty cartoon with this new restoration we have, but it's not particularly funny. And I do like some of the interesting, like, eye multiple smear animation that we keep on seeing. And, you know, you can't really hate the stuff that Ken Harris and Benny Washam and all the great Jones animators were doing. But I just never really cared for this one, and that includes the gags within the cartoon as well.
Well, this is pretty much you right there, you know, with the whole blankety blank when you saw the list of cartoons to do. At least we get a complete story, I guess, where, you know, Eager Beaver sort of saves the day and, you know, they've dammed the river and that's that.
First, trees must be cut down.
It seems to be Chuck's attempts, as, you know, he's doing a few kind of spot gag things relating to, of course, beavers.
I feel like, well, this is a problem with Jones cartoons in general, but I feel like it's a bit too talky, and most of the gags, like that porky chick thing and the blankety-blank puns, they just felt more forced than they did funny. Now, like with Of the Ice thing, I don't outright hate this. There are some interesting things about it, but it's just not something I'm going to be rewatching ever, to be honest with you.
As we're going to see this really weird gag in just a moment now, where we hear Porky Chick, I guess is his name. Like, it's Porky Pig's voice in this chick. Like, why?
It's one of those things that makes me feel like this cartoon's just really weak and weird in comparison to the other cartoons that Jones was doing at the same time.
It just seemed to me that Chuck was eager to create his own original character. Yes, he did Pepe Le Pew already, the first one, but that's not really the Pepe Le Pew we all know and love today. And he would end up being retooled later, and that would be the proper Pepe Le Pew, you know, set in France and, you know, with all the fake French and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, well, it was a theory at the time that you guys were doing the Quentin Quayle commentary, but I've actually got a quote from the in-house Warner newsletter of March 1945 by the writer of this cartoon, or at least a credited one, Ted Pierce, that proves that him and Chuck were actually constantly trying for a new star breakout breakthrough character like they kind of came up with Pepe Le Pew. Now, you and Blue posed a theory in the Quentin Quayle commentary about Jones constantly trying to create new and star characters, and this newsletter quote kind of proves that, and proves that Jones and Pierce were really pushing for their own breakthrough character. To quote that Pierce article, "Keep your eye peeled for a new cartoon character who will appear in a forthcoming Warner cartoon. His name is Eager Beaver, and everyone predicts big things for him. Chuck Jones directed the picture from a yarn originated by yours truly," who was Pierce, of course, "and embellished by the combined story and directorial staff." Honestly, I don't know why Jones would have been doing this, because he was already getting to work with the greatest cartoon characters to ever came out of Hollywood, like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. I mean, I guess Jones's ego was just getting larger and larger, and he wanted all of the fame and spotlight that he could get. But I mean, that's the only
That's what I
real
think it
theory I
is.
have. Yeah.
That's what I think it is. I think it's the case of, okay, well, I get to play Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and everything, but they're not really mine. He just wanted to have something of his own. Oh well, I'm sure there might be some alternate universe out there where the Eager Beaver took off, and we're seeing Eager Beaver in Space Jam 2 or something. But that's that'll be an interesting. Eventually, yeah, he would have the proper Pepe Le Pew shorts, and of course Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner, which I think that's even in his later years some of the best cartoons he's ever done. But I think it's just ego. That's all it is. Now, since that commentary was done, I actually recently rewatched this cartoon to see whether I was actually harsh on it, I suppose. But yeah, I still stand by what I said, and Austin pretty much stands by with what he said too, and we're both giving this about 6 out of 10. But I will say I have actually grown a bigger appreciation towards the music in this one, and yes, some of the smear animation that you just saw on screen just now. So yeah, that'll do it for this one. As always, guys, let me know in the comments if you think perhaps we've been a bit harsh on this one. If you like this cartoon, let me know why. But until next time, take care.
See ya.
Over just a little more to the right. Now left, left. Hold it, hold it. Okay, Mac, let it go!